I'll be writing to you. I ain't heard nothing. You somebody else.
No, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, he was doing that. He was like, have you found a suitor? I hear there's someone in the house.
No, she had a side dude. She had another dude while he was out there on the battlefield.
Man, she didn't give a shit about him. He's out there on the battlefield and this dude, some old strange dude running through the house with her on his back. Shit, butt ass naked.
Disrespectful.
She got a letter and envelope, be like, yeah, whatever. Shit, I got some new digging on my. I mean, I can't really blame him for being insecure.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
He'd be writing his letters, man. He writing his ass off, and she ain't responded to one. I'm like, God damn, you can send one letter to this man, please.
L. Yeah.
No. December 8th. That's a Friday. Going to be in the Red Room show at 10 p.m. So please get your tickets by going to BroadwayComedyClub.com or go to Double Toasted NY. One of the best comedies to come out of 2021 was House of Gucci, man. A hilarious comedy. If you haven't seen it, check it out, man. Hilarious performance by Jared Leto.
You wanted to make me cry. Nobody has ever said that to me. Nobody. These are just mock-ups.
People thinking they watching a Super Mario movie.
They might as well.
Yeah, man.
See Chris Pratt, you could have learned from him.
Yeah, come on, man. Just put him in a little red hat and make him drive a go-kart around.
You breaking my heart.
That's my favorite line for him. Like he losing air. But yeah, House of Gucci. Yeah, it's the hilarious movie, man, from 2021, directed by Ridley Scott. And it seems like Ridley Scott.
That was Ridley Scott.
Yeah, Ridley Scott, yeah. And so some people are thinking that he's continuing his comedic streak with his latest comedy, Napoleon.
Wait. Let them think they have the higher ground.
It's a trap! Retreat!
Oh, yeah. Listen, it's a very interesting film that we got here because you're looking at parts like that and you're like, oh, shit. Scenes like that, watching the battle scenes is something that makes people really want to go see this movie. It's a great way to put this in a trailer and market this film, trust me.
If you look down, you'll see a surprise. Once you see it, you will always want it.
Sorcerer of death construction.
Like, okay. You might be right.
They would have the cut for me.
Unfortunately, I can't move my neck.
Who the hell's picking these songs, man?
Yeah, I was like, this song does not go with any of this.
No, this song is so out of place, man. Come on, man. Shit, did you just put this trailer together at the last minute? Here, I got Ozzy Osbourne CD. Play that shit.
So they Spotify play on.
God damn, man. Come on, man. I'm looking at I tried too. Because I hadn't seen this trailer. I was trying to stick with it. I got to the point, I'm like, look, I can't say nothing no more. I can't sit back and not say nothing no more. This shit it's not working.
No.
Bad.
You want to be great. You are nothing without me.
Hell, I'd rather play in Paris instead.
And they going gorillas.
Instead of playing that song.
Say it.
Mine.
Dude, I stand corrected. I spent all these years thinking Napoleon was French.
Yeah. Instead, he's just Joaquin Phoenix. Hold on. All right, shoot. Man. See? Y'all already laughing. Look at that. Oh, man. This is an amazing comedy, man. Y'all ain't even seen the movie. And y'all are amused, laughing your asses off. Hey, listen, I only bring up the comedy aspect here because after the screening, some people walked out and they were like, okay, I don't know. Should I have been laughing at that part? Certain parts in this, I was Ridley Scott. Was he being serious? I don't know. The answer to both those questions is yes. Okay. And I'll explain. Okay, so let me just say, first of all, this ain't no House of Gucci. Okay, House of Gucci was, that.
Well, thank God.
Yeah, the House of Gucci. You look at that, you could say there's no way that Ridley Scott is that he's not taking this seriously, which makes it even more hilarious when we watch it. Yeah. Like this was completely unintentional. Yeah, and it just makes the movie just so much fun to watch if you watch it that way, man. Watching it as a comedy of a guy who thinks he's making something serious. Ooh, the House of Gucci ain't gonna be the same.
That's what Tommy Wiseau said.
Yeah, man. But I'll tell you this. When Ridley Scott, when he's filming these battles up in here, he's serious as diabetes with this, man. That's his specialty. Oh yeah, no. These battle scenes in here, incredible to watch, man. I didn't even see this on the biggest screen out there, and they were amazing.
It looked well shot.
Oh, well, that's what Ridley Scott does, man. He's not the cinematographer on this, but he looks at everything with a cinematographer's eye, because that's what he does, man. And it's just not even from the aspect of filming the battles or seeing the battles, the action of the battles. I mean, it's actually cool watching Napoleon, played by Joaquin Phoenix, watching him sit back and use his tactical genius to make these battle plans. And, and watching them right to the bloody execution of them, man. Now what you were seeing there in the trailer, and what you're seeing here in this still, this is the Battle of Austerlitz, where he's fighting the Russians and the Austrian army. And it made them fools feel like, it's almost like he sacrificed some of his dudes to make them feel like they had the upper hand. Yeah. And then when the Austrians and the Germans, or the Russians rather, the Russians are like, yeah, we got him. That's where he turns around and just unveils all these hidden dudes. Shit, horses were disguised. Horses were dressed up like bushes or something. And then they were like,
hide behind trees.
Shit, you know what it was? It was horses riding man. All right, we got him. And then he chased them. And made them feel like, oh shit, okay, retreat. And when they were running like, yeah, all right, you can't catch us. Then they were looking like, oh shit. And they were on ice.
So yeah, I saw that part.
When they were on ice and they were like, oh, they tried to run. That's when Napoleon was like, fire! Sent out these cannonballs that just punched holes in the ice. And all them fools went for the coldest swim that they ever had.
Send in the infantry. Take their position on the higher ground.
See, they were like, what? Wait a minute. Y'all were there the whole time?
Cavalry from the west. Pierce their flanks.
I can hear.
I was gonna ask the same question, but I didn't want to make it seem like it was stupid.
He must do it like, did he say something?
I was just thinking that same question. He has no speaker.
No, well, the way they did it, this is the way I'm thinking, is like they would yell the command and other people give hand gestures down the line. Yeah. And so it would go down at some point to where people would see it. And they'd be like, it'd be an hour later. But
by that time, they already shot.
Okay. Shit, and then that's when you knew that they were, they clumsy as hell. They're slipping and sliding. Hit them cannons well. They thought everybody was intense and cooling out.
Yeah. Good plan.
He's like, woo, 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 woo. Yeah. That's when they cut back to Napoleon. He's like, stay cool. Making puns. Scenes like that, they're excellent because, first of all, you know, it plays to what really is the strength of the movie, the visuals, you know, the actual technical filmmaking expertise that went into this, man. And also it plays to the character of Napoleon, you know, where, like, again, Napoleon was a tactical genius if you go by this movie right here in history. And, you know, it was great to see him like come up with these plans. Cause I mean, he has some gangster ass moves, man, with a lot of these battles, man. And that's what the movie's about. It's about how he rose to power, during a very tumultuous time in French history. You know, this is after the execution of Marie Antoinette. You know, off with, you know, this is the French Revolution where they took all the leaders and, you know, the elite and royalty and, you know, off with their heads. And so he sees this moment to take power, and he did it from proving himself to be, you know, a great military leader, and all the way up to being emperor or king. And then to being exiled, you know, as these stories go, you know, as a guy who got a little bit ahead of himself, and started, you know, again, getting into his own ego. So with the movie right here, man, it's those battle scenes are done well, but, you know, listen, not only that, but they're also very graphic. Of course, you know, you're not seeing it here in the trailer. And you're getting a good glimpse of how brutal some of these scenes are. But, you know, they're very graphic, man. A lot of the battle scenes here. And it's funny, too, because when I say graphic, I'm going to tell you something. If you like horses, do not go see this movie, man. First of all, you can see this scene right here. And if y'all love animals, like, you know, those horses are you know, those horses are gone. They have so many horses getting in the water and just freezing to death. But there's one horse, boy, I have to give it to him. Boy, there was one horse, he stood up and took a cannonball to the chest. And I mean, and they showed in slow motion, that meat just flapping.
Just breaking the ribs and going in there.
Hell yeah, man.
Like
I mean,
a Mortal Kombat death or something?
it might as well have been. I mean, he tried to take that like a champ, and just chest just blew up, man. I had never seen anything like that in a movie. Or a horse got it that bad. Yeah. Shit, that horse was he was the MVP for the movie for me, man. And plus they went into his chest and pulled out the cannonball that took him out too. And that's like, wow.
It's a souvenir.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, even Napoleon had to be like, God damn, boy, you took one for the team right there. Yeah, if you do not like you know, scenes of extreme graphic violence, if you don't like harm to animals, then this might not be for you, because these are very, very brutal war scenes right here. But again, I was impressed by them. I thought that they were done very well in the movie right here. I had, even one girl told me, she asked me, and I was joking with her. She said, how's the movie? And I was making a joke. I said, it's good. I said, a lot of horses died. She's like, oh, I can't do that. So she didn't mind all them people.
Yeah, you're right. And you're like, not for real.
And I even told her, I said, you know what? It makes you feel good. There's one donkey that made it. And she was like, oh, thank God. Because I thought this was a donkey. I was like, oh, shit, that's your ass. But it was like, nah, he actually made it, man. It was all right. So, hey, you know, at least, you know, rest easy. One donkey does make it out all there, man.
That's all we need, y'all. As long as we get one.
Yeah. The horses that did make it might want to get some better help, man. She like the way patted them back there. She's like, oh, God damn it. All you people who come out of this movie not knowing they kill a bunch of horses, you might need some better help after this, man, because it will stress some people out. And I know a lot of y'all are stressing out for the holidays right now, man, because you're thinking, even, you know, they talk about how the holidays, it's a time that people get sad, they get lonely, they get depressed. That is true. You can get therapy for that. But also some people, they just get stressed out. You know, it's like, man, my mind is cluttered more than ever because I'm trying to figure out how to take care of everybody right now, buying gifts for friends, taking care of family when they come over. And that is where also BetterHelp comes in. I want to let everybody know that this segment is sponsored by BetterHelp.com. And yes, therapy is good for things like depression, you know, very bad thoughts, any other kind of serious mental thing that is there. But also, it's just good for organizing your mind. So if you are jumbling a bunch of ideas and wondering what to do, hey, sitting down talking to somebody, especially a licensed professional, that's a good thing too. You'd be surprised how good it is to just sit down and talk to declutter your mind. Mm-hmm. And great thing about BetterHelp, for those of you who have been thinking about therapy, this is a great time to start and a great place to do it. With BetterHelp, for one thing, it's online. And that means that it's convenient. You get therapy on your schedule, on your time. Also, being online, some of y'all I don't like talking to people. I don't like looking at them in the face. I don't like looking people in the eye. With online help through BetterHelp, online therapy through BetterHelp, you can choose to talk to somebody on a video call, or if you don't want to face anybody, you can choose to have it on a phone call. And let's just say you don't like that therapist. They just not doing it for you. Well, you let BetterHelp know and they'll say, you know what? We took them out back and killed them. No, they're not going to say that. No, they will actually get you another therapist, no charge. Find somebody that you feel you are better suited for. Again, a lot of people, they don't want to try therapy because there's a lot of intimidation. But I guarantee you try it with BetterHelp or try online therapy at all, and you'd be surprised at how easy, convenient, and just how unintimidating it is. So here's something that's going to make it even easier for you. I'm going to get you some discounts on this. Go to betterhelp.com/doubletoasted. And when you put that in, you'll get 10% off your first month. I want to thank betterhelp.com for sponsoring this portion of the show. And I want to thank all of you out there for your help. Now, where was I?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, them damn horses.
Oh, yes. Yeah, kill a lot of horses in here. But I'll also tell you the I love watching these kind of period pieces because I like watching the style of fighting that they did back in the day. Because this is a time when people just marched. They walked into the bullets. Mm-hmm. They didn't care. They know no better. They have guns and cannons pointed at these people, and these people would just march right into it. And what really fascinated me was, it's crazy enough that people with actual weapons would just walk right into death, but. Mm-hmm. On the front line, they put that dude with the drum on there. Dude, he ain't got nothing to fight with but funky beats.
He gonna die.
he ain't got nothing. And he was right along with it, man. Like he killing people with them beats, man. I was like, damn, people were bold or stupid back then. Because it wasn't just the soldiers or the armies that were doing this. They had protests from people. And these people out there, they would be pissed off and they would be mad and they would walk. And the most pissed off out of all of them would be in the front. Yeah. Walking towards stuff like that, cannons and guns. Talking about, yeah, get these with me, yeah. And then they light those cannons. And before they all bold and shit and talking the most shit out of anybody. Then they down the ground wondering why they got cut in half.
Never thought to move.
They had women on the ground like looking at their bodies, legs missing, talking about why. I'm like, I don't know, maybe because you walked into a cannon. When they told your ass to turn around. It was that
was a style of battle.
Right, yeah.
That battle is one thing. But when you protesting, you don't have to be there. And they say, all right, turn your ass around. And you like, all right, kablam! And you sit up there looking at a hole in your body. Well, why you do that? What you go and do that for? I don't know. So you turn your ass around. Yeah, man. It's very interesting to watch how people behaved and fought and just did things during that time. I don't know if they were just bold or very angry or very confident, or just that stupid. But anyway, it was excellent to watch. That's because the whole production here is excellent to watch, man. The costumes, the locations, none of that should be a surprise because it's Ridley Scott and he's known for great cinematography, whether he's involved with it or whether he has a great cinematographer that he's hired on. It's an amazing thing to look at, man. The humor. Now, I'm talking about how Ridley Scott was serious with the battles. in the production of the movie. The humor in this movie, some people wonder, is it intentional or is it non-intentional? I'm gonna say not only is it intentional, but it is appropriate for the film. And I'll tell you why, because while Napoleon was very confident on the battlefield, he was insecure as at home, especially when it came to his wife, Josephine. That actress, what's her name?
In the Kirby song?
Yeah, Vanessa Kirby.
Vanessa Kirby.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's played by Vanessa Kirby. Very well, by the way. Boy, when he was with her, he was childish as hell, man. Both of them. They'd be sitting at the dinner table in front of everybody. Now, he just finished winning some battles. You know, everybody in there kissing his ass, and he's still looking at his wife talking about, you know what, you're boring. And then she has to retort with something stupid. Well, you're fat. And then he just start throwing food at each other. Everybody look at them like, you two's childish. Like, ain't you an emperor? Ain't you an empress? You know, come on, man. You know, and he would and rightfully so, because he would, you know, she got so tired of his ass that she found a suitor and everything. This is, you know, this movie is really about the two differences between Napoleon on the battlefield and his battlefield at home with his wife, you know, because and it's funny looking at the contrast with that, because while he was out there winning on the battlefield, it's funny how much he lost at home.
Oh, dang.
That's the best battle he can't win.
Yeah, because every time he thought that he had the upper hand with her, boy, she turned around and make him her bitch, man. It was funny how she would just flip the table on him, because he would be talking shit to her, and she would turn around and make him say exactly what he was trying to say to her, or get her to say. There's even a point that she looked at him and she said, talking to him, she said, hey, whose pussy is it? And he looked at her and he's like, it's yours.
Oh, dang.
Well, only in so many words. I'm kind of
paraphrasing,
but
I get it.
But she pulled that on him, man. Yeah, man. Even when he was on the battlefield winning, he was acting like a bitch. He was sending letters home. He'd be writing to her about 3 or 4 times a day. How come you ain't writing me back? I'll be writing to you. I ain't heard nothing. You somebody else.
No, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, he was doing that. He was like, have you found a suitor? I hear there's someone in the house.
No, she had a side dude. She had another dude while he was out there on the battlefield.
Man, she didn't give a shit about him. He's out there on the battlefield, and she's this dude, some old strange dude running through the house with her on his back. Shit, butt ass naked.
Disrespectful.
Yeah. She get a letter in the envelope, be like, yeah, whatever. Shit, I got some new digging on. I mean, I can't really blame him for being insecure.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
He be writing his letters, man. He writing his ass off, and she ain't responded to one. I'm like, God damn, you can send one letter to this man, please.
L. Yeah.
No. It's kind of cool to see the dynamic of their relationship, because then, you know, you knew these things were going to happen because they kind of married for the wrong reason. She married him for convenience because she was once the elite, and then they had the reign of terror in France, where the elite were arresting anybody. You know, the hierarchy was arresting anybody. They were putting so many peasants and even some other elite people in jail, and she was one of them. So now she's in survival mode, and she's just like, shit, I need that daddy with that sugar out there.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, he's just insecure as hell. Even though he's winning these battles, he's just like, I just need somebody to just tell me I'm good. You know,
she can't do that.
She can't even do that.
She's like, you all right, I guess.
I mean, right?
My ex was better, you know.
This man is over in Egypt, man. I mean, you know, running things. You know, going to the tomb of other great leaders out there saying, you ain't shit. You know?
Just for the wife to tell me I ain't shit.
And meanwhile, he's at home, and my wife write me, and they're like, no. He's so petty about the dude even told him, he like, listen, I hate to tell you, but your wife Right, all right. He like,
Yo,
he like, no,
He had that dude
He's
killed.
like, no, he not. No, he didn't tell him. Like, I thought you were gonna have him killed, but he's like, you know what? But they were eating,
Okay.
and and the guy told him,
perfect time to tell him.
yeah, while the guy was eating,
Probably got a mouthful.
yeah, he told him, get him. And my man waited for him to finish his meal. Just get that was the last way. He's like, I'm gonna finish my meal, but they got dessert. And he told him, he said, look, hey, look, Nap, your girl, hey, listen, hate to tell you, man, but I'm your boy. Your girl around at home, she got somebody else, man. And he just looked at him and was like, no dessert for you. I was like, man, you were just childish. You're just trying to help you. And the dude was like, okay.
That's all?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, all right.
I'll just go get another one.
This ain't too bad.
Yeah, exactly. Craft services right outside.
Man, I like your paraphrase, and I want you to rewrite the movie.
And I should, man.
Uh-oh.
I should because, this could have been a historical epic.
Uh-oh.
It's yeah. This could have been a historical epic, man. I mean, it has all the makings of it. Visually, it does. And in some context, it does too, man. But Ridley Scott, I told you, man, he's in full visual mode with this. And none of these characters in this emotionally draw me in at all, man. Now, I would say that there's some exceptions here. As I was telling you, Vanessa Kirby is very good as his wife, Josephine, man.
She's always good, though.
No, she's great. And Rupert Everett is in the movie as the Duke of Wellington. And
That's perfect.
yeah, when he comes in, man, Rupert Everett is perfectly cast in that role. I don't think neither of them have enough time in the movie. Vanessa Kirby more than Rupert Everett. That's almost a glorified cameo right there, but he's very good when he's there. Neither one of them have enough screen time to turn things around in this movie right here. So big bias on my part. Big bias on my part that's probably making me not like this as much is everyone in the movie. And you and I had a debate about this one time.
Yeah, when you're talking about Chevalier.
So listen, I don't mind movies so much, and it's still not perfect for me, but I don't mind them when they take a movie that takes place in Russia, that takes place in any part of Eastern Europe. Yeah. Russia, Germany, any of these places, man, and everybody has to talk with a British accent because to us dumb Americans, British just says foreign. Mm-hmm. Across the across the blanket, man. But when you have two different nationalities there and they both speaking with British accents, it don't make no sense, all right? Especially when the French are fighting the British. Yes. Okay, so wait a minute, y'all. So the French wants to kill the British, but y'all all sound like y'all on the same team. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the problem is. It makes no sense. It's kind of jarring. It's a little silly in a way that everybody's talking with this British ass accent in here, man. It's weird to me because, like I said, it makes it seem like everybody on the same team. Mm-hmm. Y'all fighting about all y'all sound the same. So that kind of bothered me a little bit. And I will say this, at least everyone is consistent because everyone has a British accent except one person, and that's your boy.
The star.
I say star of this movie.
The main character, Napoleon. You know what? No, I'll tell you, Joaquin Phoenix has said, no, I got an accent, mine. You know what I mean? Shit, I speak Joaquin. That's the real comedy right here.
Yeah, no, just even those clips. Because I knew I had some friends who were complaining and saying, like, I want a Napoleon with a real French accent, even if he sounds like Pepe Le Pew. But I was like, well, I'm sure he'll do something. And he's like, he's doing nothing at all.
Man, no. He might as well be the Joker.
Somebody said, they ain't paying for all that.
Yeah, he might as well come in as, the movie that he's in, the Joker. Because he's just playing Joaquin Phoenix. It's like, man, did you just refuse to do an accent? Did you not feel like it? I mean, you're one of the best actors that we have out there. You're a legend. And you can't even attempt to do an accent like everybody else? Nope. I mean, either you're not as talented as we thought you were, or you just an asshole.
Right. You just said I was one of the greatest, so why should I have to do an accent?
Exactly.
They should be doing my accent.
Hell, I already cashed a check and everything. I ain't doing shit.
They probably didn't give a
Yeah, yeah.
Once the hat fit, I knew I was good.
Exactly.
What are they gonna do? Recast?
Exactly. Yeah.
Get another hat.
Shit. Okay. Yeah, I got a British accent for you. You. How about that? And here's some French. Oh, take that. Yeah, they didn't even try. They didn't even try. You know, and I wish he had. I mean, maybe that, because that really took me out the movie, man. Because like I said, man, there's some really good stuff in here as far as, because I look at this and I say, yeah, I get what he's doing. Because some people are criticizing this for being too funny. And I get why they were doing it, man. Because what's going on here is that this is an absurd time in this period that we're looking at for French politics and French history. In this movie, I mean, you know, the politics were just crazy. Like one day somebody be in Parliament or whatever they're doing, and I mean, talking some big shit, and everybody be like, "Yeah, we're with you." The next day they chasing your ass through the building, trying to kill you.
Yeah,
you know, it's a very absurd point in history. And as I told you, it's, you know, Napoleon had kind of an absurd lifestyle where he was like this, you know, this guy who was one of the, you know, the biggest historical figures, you know, this ruler that came from, humble beginnings. And yet he's like still this really insecure guy. I'm just going to say it. No, I think Joaquin Phoenix is an amazing actor. I think he's brilliant. One of the best that we have out there. Miscast. Should not have been in this movie.
Well, was it this? Ridley Scott say he saw him in Joker and said, like, I got to have this guy.
Well, you know, he worked with him in Gladiator also. So, you know, in Gladiator, I think he had some of an accent. I mean, just miscast.
Did
I mean,
Because I'm trying to remember if he did, because I feel like that was one of the things that made me not like the movie.
I think he did have an accent in there, you know, so maybe it was so bad, like, don't do that no more. I mean, hell, I mean, I'm looking at this and I'm just kind of like, don't even look like Napoleon.
No,
Man, 6 feet tall.
Not at all.
Yeah, we all know what Napoleon looked like.
The plans are ruined!
You know, that's,
You know, man, you laugh, but whenever Napoleon's name gets brought up, I think to that cartoon.
man, listen, I wanted that Napoleon.
Me too.
All I want to do was 4 feet tall. Come in talking about, hey, I'm Napoleon. Hell, I wanted Peter Dinklage.
Not Peter.
Yeah, I wanted Peter Dinklage as Napoleon, man.
Cool.
Yeah, man. You know, I get the comedy in here. I get I respect everything with the look of the film. I would recommend watching it just for the spectacle and the battles alone, man. But without those characters to drive the story, this just feels like Napoleon's greatest hits. You know, he won this battle. He did this battle here. He did this here. Here's where things went wrong with his marriage. Here's where things went wrong with his career. You know, it's a historical greatest hits with Napoleon right here, man.
Like a checklist.
Yeah.
That they got to reach.
Yeah. End of the movie. I'm not gonna say what happens, of course, but it just ends. It just ends. It just
one of those.
I mean, it's almost like Napoleon got tired of his own movie.
I'll see y'all.
Done, yeah. And it's funny because you have a movie centered on such a grand life of this historical figure, and the ending felt so uneventful, man. It's almost like it really was like Ridley Scott just said, "Well, I got no more battles to shoot. I'm out." It's just 2 hours and 40 minutes, which I guess if you include end credits, should have been 2 hours, if you ask me. I was grateful that it wasn't 3 because I looked it up and that's what it said.
Right.
The only thing that really kept me in here really was the excellent filmmaking, man. And they did it. And also I got some good laughs, intentional or not. You know, I'm not going to lie. And boy, that horse. A horse that took that.
You can't get over the horse.
Boy, that horse that took one to the chest. I was like, nah, you right there. You brought this from a low rental to a high rental to a very low matinee.
Okay.
Yeah. I would, you know, if like I said, man, I'm a story person, and I wish the story would have been better. I wish the characters would have been better. And I usually take a huge chunk off the point of my rating, or I should say I take a lot of points off my rating for when I don't have a movie that has good story, good character. But, you know, sometimes somebody comes in and their filmmaking skills are so brilliant. And some of the things they shoot, the spectacle that they shoot is so incredible that, you know, you got to give them a lot of praise for that. And And that's what that's what I'm doing this for. Damn, how come you ain't moving? I couldn't tell if I was on a freeze frame or not. And that's what you have here, man. So yeah, just for the great filmmaking in here, I'm giving this a very low matinee.
All right, and it's going to be on Apple TV Plus.
Yeah. So
how's the sound in the movie?
great.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm recommending if you see it on the big screen and going in that it's probably better from a visual standpoint than a storytelling
Then
standpoint.
you can focus on that.
Yeah, you can get something out of that. Because I was looking at it the whole time and I was just like, wow, this looks incredible. And that was really bringing me in. That was drawing me in. What's that?
It looks incredible. I wish I cared.
Yeah, which I did not. I did not. I mean, listen, if Joaquin Phoenix don't care,
Why should you?
why should I? Yeah, let me go play Napoleon. At least I'll make fire. At least I'll try.
Right.
All right, I'm sorry. Fire. I don't even know what accent that is, but I'm doing an accent.
Sure.
Even though it means nothing. That's more than he did.